Don't go away. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. Let's take a look at the numbers for Gordon Hayward.
And he's got very shaky at the foul line in the last 5 games. Compared to his numbers through the rest of the season, I know he's frustrated and he'll be desperate to get it turned around here tonight.
Here's the starting group for the Charlotte Hornets. Washington and Zeller are in the middle. Monte Graham is out there with Rozier, and it's Hayward in at the small forward position. And for the Wizards, you've got Hachimura. Bradley Beal is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then there's Leonard, and it's Matthews in at the 3. Greg, in terms of personnel, not exactly the matchups we were expecting to see tonight.
You know, get with all the injuries and some guys now having to step into unfamiliar roles. In some ways, that makes tonight all the more intriguing to see which guys are going to step up and deliver.
Tip-off goes to Charlotte. Now Rozier. Out to the right wing. Graham from outside. Second shot opportunity. Offensive rebound. Zeller. And at last, they get one to fall.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It's all about mindset out of the gate. If you're aggressive and they give you room, go ahead, let it fly.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Greg, maybe not the tallest big in the league, but Washington's reach is the great equalizer.
Stands only 6'7", but that 7'2" wingspan, it allows him to play big, snatch rebounds in traffic, and make contested shots in the paint. I think the young fella's got a bright future.
Westbrook with the bucket.
I'll tell you, Westbrook always looking to pull up if the defense backs off.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, James Borrego had a few minutes to share with me. He believes that Bradley Beal's playmaking is now almost as dangerous as his scoring. Coach said, as Beal became the target for defenses, he's adjusted. Now he burns them with the pass. That's why we're going to play him straight up tonight. And that means Beal could get going early and often. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Beal from long range. Then the tip in on the offensive rebound.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Zeller. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. Zeller's got his second bucket of the night.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
For 3, Westbrook drills the three-pointer.
Wow, conscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Beal with the steal. On up the court. And finished off by Westbrook.
Well, why not, right? When Russell Westbrook is working to the degree he is tonight, why wouldn't you consistently run your offense through him? It makes perfect sense.
Now, here's Rozier. He's coming off a 22-point game against Phoenix.
And clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the limit.
Washington passes to Zeller. Lets it go from deep. Washington, that's good. Washington's got 7 points.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
For 3, Westbrook. And no good. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Last time they met was in Charlotte.
Yeah, in that game, I thought they took advantage of some sloppy play, but give them credit. They turned mistakes into points.
Well, you have to capitalize when your opponent has miscues. And give this team some credit. Every time that opponent turned it over, they capitalized.
Well, they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last baskets are from three-point range.
Great positioning on the putback. He's got 9.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
The shot's good from Westbrook.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Graham. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Phoenix.
And a lot of those points came at the free throw line. Really because of his aggression. He was playing the game with force, always catching his man on his heels.
So timeout called here. The first for Washington. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Yeah, and that one, unbelievable shooting display, especially from long range. That turned out to be the difference.
Well, and I think what that was a product of was their movement off the basketball. Just tremendous work on the perimeter.
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Now that one is his 7th make at 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Jacks up a 3. Shot clock reset for Washington. Lopez, no luck. Hornets trail by 5.
And part of yet another great Kentucky recruiting class. Monk declared along with De'Aaron Fox, Bam Adebayo, 2 other 5-stars. I mean, talk about an NBA factory. That school is always competitive.
And Monk made second-team All-American in his only year with the Wildcats, looking unstoppable on many occasions.
I mean, he just overwhelmed college opponents with his athleticism. But you get to the NBA, you find out how many great athletes are in this league. That's when you have to retool aspects of it.
Well, showing off that athleticism is Bismack Biyombo. That's an easy one.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Westbrook's got 22 points.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Here's Martin. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Down low, Martin. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And this game already taking shape as an offensive battle.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Martin the pass to Biyombo. That evens the score.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Westbrook against Martin. And it's Westbrook missing. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Martin the pass to Bridges. And they take the lead. Bridges got his second bucket.
Not only a jump shooter, Bridges also dependable at knowing how to get it done inside.
The Wizards shooting has been tremendous early. Their offense looking primed and ready for this match. Westbrook can't get it to go. And it's the Hornets ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Now, here's Monk. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging over 13 points a game. Martin wide open, he fires, and another 3 for Charlotte.
And you got to appreciate just the presence of mind there. Monk demonstrating solid court awareness by finding the open man.
And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
Yeah, it's hard to tell on that one. And so a good time to go to the replay and just to make sure if he got it off on time.
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it before the clock had expired.
Yeah, still better safe than sorry. I think they did the right thing to take another look at it. And if it's so close that you can't tell by the naked eye, might as well go to the slow-mo.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. It's Charlotte. They lead by 5. They'll be back shortly, live from Washington. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, guys, what do you think?
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
Here's Beal. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So the Wizards 5 right now. We got Robin Lopez, Avdia out there with Bradley Beal, and it's Neto in at the corner. But no one around him. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And so it's Bonga who brings up the ball for the Washington Wizards. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Boy, just always aggressive under the rim. Robin Lopez earning his keep tonight.
And Washington making a change. Hachimura is checked in. Charlotte trailing. And here is Graham. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. Neto surveying the floor. But three. They get it again. Lopez. That one misses. The Hornets shooting the ball with incredible accuracy. 68% so far. Bridges misses. For Washington, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. Washington making some changes. Alex Len comes in for Robin Lopez. And it's Matthews in for Raul Neto. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Charlotte. A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Graham gets a wide open look. And the Hornets miss again. Washington's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's Beal. Up and in on the way. Beal's got 8 points.
We are talking about a big-time athlete with great size. Bradley Beal, no problem on the glass and finish.
It seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like John Moran, I don't think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. Terrific player.
3 terrific games, you're right. And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
Let's take a look now at some numbers for Beal. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately, averaging around 26 points per 5 assists and 3 rebounds. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it to me is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by Washington.
There's Beal with the 3. Another shot. The play by Hachimura as he finishes off with a 2. And the Wizards lead by 5. For Charlotte, they've gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far.
And Doris, don't forget a consensus All-American in his final year of college. Hachimura scoring almost 20 points a game.
Yes, Greg, he helped the Gonzaga Bulldogs to 37 wins in each of his last 2 years, and obviously played in some big-time games. Was asked to step up in key moments, and he delivered.
Beal against Green. The shot by Beal, no good. Hornets trail by 3. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Boy, pure strength from Hayward. Loves overcoming any challenge a defender might throw his way.
Washington calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And the Wizards making a change here. Westbrook's checked in.
Westbrook can absorb contact, and he's got great focus and great finishing ability.
To the inside, Hayward tries again, and that's 2 points on the layup. Hayward's got 8 points in the quarter. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. There's Beal with the three. Hayward grabs the board.
Not quite enough defense that time around, just lucky he was off. How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Gordon Hayward.
And one thing that has been very consistent for him the last few years, his ability to continue to deliver more and more offense. He's been doing everything that's been asked of him.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, that's his second foul. Does he take a more cautious approach here the rest of the half?
Bryant inside the line. Westbrook pulls it in.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
And another miss by Washington.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
There's a minute 40 left in the first half. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Len.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Miles Bridges comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Martin subbed in for Devontae Green.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And this is the problem now. Westbrook converting from the perimeter consistently. Good luck checking.
Now the pass to Biyombo. And good that time. Biyombo's got 6. Washington trailing. Outside Westbrook from downtown. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
To the middle. And there's Monk on the assist by Martin. Martin's got 3 assists in the game. For 3, Westbrook. The Hornets pull it in. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
That final score really caught a lot of people off guard. I think we would have to qualify that one as an upset.
Oh, I don't think there's any doubt. They came in as a favorite. Seemed to lose their confidence down the stretch. Started to play tight and let that one slip away.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Here's Monk. Second-chance shot, fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Don't you love how Bismack Biyombo is all over the floor? This guy trying to be a factor on the glass right now.
After passes to Avdia. Beal wants for 2, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for the Washington Wizards. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Bradley. The old saying, no rebounds, no rings. How important is it to continue to have 5 guys go to the glass in the second half?
Yeah, all 5,
All 5 guys. So I think we're too worried about getting out in transition. So I think 1 through 5 improvement guards, and then we all got to get in there and rebound.
Can't score unless you have the ball, right? Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This home crowd is elated about what they've seen so far. I'm Ernie Johnson. That's Shaquille O'Neal. That's Kenny Smith. There was no stopping Russell Westbrook in the first half. He had 30 points, and 2017's most valuable player, Russell Westbrook, averaged a triple-double for 3 straight seasons. Kenny, have you ever seen a lead guard who worked harder than the Brody?
No. He plays with the heart every night. You know, he plays with that intensity every night. You know, if I tried to do that when I was playing, I would just sleep on it. I couldn't do that. This guy plays with intensity, Shaq, that only you have played with. Shaq, do you know anyone like that? Sounds like a motor?
Incredible motor. Yeah, good job, Kenny.
Okay.
It's interesting to see how he adapts as he gets older. You know who he reminds me of?
Who's that?
Just his attitude, the way he goes on the floor every night.
You?
AI.
Oh. That's what I say. You?
Artificial intelligence. I like that.
Yeah.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, the break certainly didn't have a cooling effect on him at all. He's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Here's who James Borrego is starting the second half with. Washington and Zeller are in the middle. Monte Graham is out there with Rozier, and it's Hayward in at the 3 spot. And Hayward at the stop.
I think there's no question that Gordon Hayward is now a premier talent in the NBA. This guy can be lights out.
Westbrook kicks to Beal. This one for 3. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. It's his 5th basket.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. That 3 off the mark. The Wizards with the lead.
And Hachimura's given name really means fortress in Japanese. And that's what he looks like out there. He's worked hard in the weight room, sports a solid frame with a terrific core and that great lower body strength. Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
And then Washington with the dunk.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. And you combine Hachimura's power with that 7'2" wingspan, Greg. He's physically built to succeed in a positionless NBA.
And add to that, Kevin, he's got solid athleticism along with a versatile skill set. Hachimura still needs to work on creating off the dribble, shooting the jump shot with consistency, but with his work ethic, there's a good chance he turns those into strength.
Good on the shot, and with that, the Charlotte lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Westbrook. Wizards making a switch here. Vargas checked in. For Washington, they had shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. That's good from Westbrook. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the reality is that those 2 guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Go figure is right.
Well, Russell Westbrook has excelled at being a facilitator. You love when he's focused on making his teammates better.
Well, left to the wing. Rozier for three. Westbrook pulls it in.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock Bradley down. No defender in sight.
Beal, that's for two. Again, the Wizards good for two.
This is what you love about Bradley Beal. He doesn't have to dominate the basketball. Just get him a shot in the flow of the offense.
Here's Washington. That's another one for him. His fifth in just 7 shots.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And it's Westbrook missing.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Hayward on the wing. Floats one up. That's good. And it's Rozier with the assist. 14 points for Gordon Hayward.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim. And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg. Everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
A shot by Hayward, wide open. Good on the triple. Hayward's got it all tied up now for Charlotte.
Well, this is why it's important that Gordon Hayward continue to space the floor. When he's hitting from distance, boy, it unlocks every aspect of his game.
And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Beal with the steal. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
This, to me, is one of Bradley Beal's advantages. The defense has got to respect the perimeter jump shot, and that sets up that dribble drive.
And so Graham will bring it up for the Hornets. Starts off Brooklyn after this game as they have the next to look forward to. Their road trip is only getting started as that's the second of 6 for them.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tough ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
I'll tell you, there's a tenacity to his driving ability that is almost awe-inspiring. Go ahead, Russell.
And the Hornets call time here. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
Well, I think this is a necessary timeout so they can figure out a way to limit the impact this guy's having from three-point range. They've got to dedicate more resources to their perimeter D.
In a moment here to see the numbers for Neto. He's averaging 8 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. I mean, the numbers aren't bad on their own, but he knows that he can help this team in a bigger way.
And sometimes it comes down to the flow of the offense. One night it's your night, another night perhaps it's somebody else's.
Beal with it, and it's Martin picking him up. They double team Beal. Shot's good by Gafford. Gafford's got the lead up to 7 now for Washington.
What an outstanding pass, and Bradley Beal has come such a long way as a playmaker.
Monk dishes to Hayward. There's a minute 34 left to play in the third.
And he's caught fire this quarter yet to miss a shot.
Washington leading now by 5.
And how about this, Doris? For all of his offensive accomplishments, Beal has said he wants to make the all-defensive first team at some point.
Well, he has the instincts, the athleticism, and the tenacity to do exactly that, Greg. The problem is he has had to expend so much energy at the offensive end. But what you love is he's willing to take on difficult challenges. That should help him qualify.
Knocks down the 3-ball.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Outside Martin. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. The Wizards shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. And finished off by Martin.
And that's how they're going to trim this lead. Play tough D, force some turnovers, and then push it in transition.
There's Beal with the 3. And again, Washington with the triple.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Just rising up with purpose. Allow Bridges to get this kind of positioning. He is going to hammer it home.
There's Beal with the 3. A shot, no good. And it's the Hornets taking it the other way. Hayward looking over the floor. With some art, he lays it in. Hayward's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Here's Neto. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And the foul on Daniel Gafford. That's his first foul. Here's Monk. 3 from the inbound. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. And so it's Washington. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We come back right after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Avdia, Robin Lopez out there with Matthews, and it's Neto in at point guard. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington.
That's what a star talent does. If Bridges wants to fulfill his potential, he's got to attack. Use that quick first step.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. Hachimura, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Devontae Graham's checked in for the Hornets. That free throw good from Lopez. Monk with the ball. Stolen away. Here's Neto. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Monk. And the first one drops. Charlotte making a switch. Rozier's checked in. Good on both. Here's Graham. Over to the wing. That one's good. And the Washington lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Rozier.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Here's Avdia. Bridges with the board.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
You know, I really like this. Instead of putting his head down, Terry Rozier keeping his eyes up and finding his open teammates.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Hachimura touched it last. Washington making some changes. Lance checked in for Lopez. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Raul Neto. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Sellers checked in. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that way.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
There it goes. It's in, and the Wizards' lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Rozier. For Washington, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Washington again turning it over.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter.
Well, that's his second 3 of the game. 1 in the first half, 1 here.
Washington leading now by 5. Here's Here's Westbrook. Finished off by Westbrook.
My goodness, you better get out of the way. Westbrook driving inside, rises up to the slam.
For Charlotte, they've gotten absolutely red hot shooting the ball here in the fourth. A perfect 6 for 6. And there's the whistle. That goes on Denny Avdia. That is his first foul of the game. Washington finds Bridges. And the foul on Rui Hachimura. That is his first foul of the game. Washington passes to Bridges. Graham from outside. Lang grabs the board.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Rozier for three. Sinks the triple. Rozier's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Never shy about shooting the rock. We've seen Rozier go off in the playoffs before. He loves the limelight.
A shot's good from Westbrook.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for, consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
That one's good, and the Wizards' lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Graham.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Here's Westbrook, and finished off by Westbrook.
If Westbrook senses even a sliver of space, he is going to attack the cup.
Charlotte calls timeout. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
Boy, he's really had their number. They need to make some kind of adjustment during this timeout.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
Beal's checked in for the Wizards. The Hornets also with a sub. Hayward's checked in. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear James Borrego coaching his team during the break. Told him this is gut check time. This is when it gets real and when it gets fun. We're here to play in these big moments. Let's make this one count. Kevin by Mike Evans, 5 cliches.
Don't you love that Gordon Hayward demanded the basketball in such a crucial possession? He has really matured.
And the shot is good.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Hornets trail by 6. Hayward outside. Pass to Washington. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's Westbrook. From down in the low post, it goes. Westbrook's got 17 points here in the second half. A minute 50 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Here's Hayward.
I like watching Hachimura use his length on the defensive end. It helps him to alter shots.
Trying to get open his Lang. The second effort. And Westbrook with the nice bucket inside. Westbrook's got 49 points in the game.
And it's starting to look like a repeat of last night, guys. He's back and really hard out there.
Oh, it sure is. I mean, these past 2 games, his energy level has been sensational. Whether it's a putback like that or other hustle plays, he's been everywhere.
Hayward hits them both.
And great work at the line there to chip away at the lead. A few more productive trips here, and things could really get interesting.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance
Westbrook.
That'll be foul number 5 on him. And with the bonus will be up to the free throw. Good on the first, and that turns the lead to 6.
Well, this is a space you do not want to allow Gordon Hayward to get. He has been a lights-out free throw shooter his entire career.
Here's Westbrook. A rebound by Washington. Washington's got 5 rebounds tonight. In the corner, it's Hayward. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. Hayward's got 9 points now in the quarter.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
And good. He hits it again.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making the GA look all too easy right now.
Now they're going for the jugular. A few more trips like that, and we might be able to see this one in the books.
And so it's Hayward with it. He'll bring it up to the Hornets. A free ball. It drops. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Trying to get over this line. Hits the three.
The pressure on Bradley Beal at his absolute best.
Matthews against Hayward. Pulls up on the elbow. Hachimura grabs the miss.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Beal got it. Good job in the low post. Beal's got 35 in the game.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Charlotte calls timeout. They're trailing by 7. We've got 28 seconds left in the game. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Exactly what you want from the talented Hayward, the kind of poise that makes him a big shot maker.
And now we've got the intentional foul. There's the first, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. They're both at the line. It's a 7-point game.
Well, you like when a guy calmly steps up, knocks down the free throws, exactly what you want.
And it's Rozier missing. 16 seconds left in the fourth. And the dunk by Hachimura.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night. You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass. Extremely fortunate they didn't lose the ball there.
5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And he commits the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. It's stolen. And so Washington takes the win. Some good competition with the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused at that point of it.
Yeah, and the first step to becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Bradley, congrats on the win. We saw your parents in the stands and your mom was cheering you on. I know it's much more fun when you win in front of the home crowd and in front of the family.
It's always good having my parents in the building. I can always hear it no matter where she may be, but she's right on the floor and she gave me a few tips while I was up there too, so it's always good when my family's there.
Mom always knows best, right? Congratulations on the win. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.